Hi there. Welcome back to Recorder 101, Lesson 22. I hope everybody's been having a good week and practicing and that everything is going well. As you know, we've been working on the Pease Bransle. I made a big mistake, admitting it totally. Yes, we have Fs. And yes, they are in the second line, which is the one that we've been sort of reserving for the alto recorder. However, be all played on the tenor. Anyhow, that's the first admission, very important to remember. Totally got myself out of sync here. So I'm going to my practice for the week, and it's the bass dance burgerette. I gave you a long descent here, and with the half hole, these are eighth notes. I'm just learning this. It's not a matter of I have to do eighth notes right now. I have to get the notes. So obviously that little section which ends with the two B's, I haven't quite made myself realize that that's a half note followed by a quarter note, this of course being a 3/4 time. So really at this point I'm just trying to get the fingering coming down and that sort of thing. Get that in, and that's my struggle, that's my warm-up for today. Okay, going back to the, I'm going to put that down, put the Pease Bransle up again. We were talking last week about having set the metronome at 80 and 100 for this week. Alto, not so good because the light came on. We've got Fs. Oh my goodness. But I have been working with the soprano, both lines. This is 80. There were the two A's side by side. It doesn't have it as a joined note, but I just played it as a joined note. It would be a joined note in the Fs in the next line. I just wonder, which is going to be the better thing. I just decided to do that. Made a mess of all of that in the first time. So now looking at it at 100, again, this is the sort of thing that if you want to play along, see how it sounds. Are you able to keep pace? Are we in a similar situation? Now we're up to 100. Okay, I think I will keep those as two separate notes. There in the 6th to 7th line, the two Bs. So that was playing it twice through with the repeats. Remember, 4 bars and a repeat, next 4 bars, or last 4 bars and a repeat. So that's come along fairly well. Now, one of the reasons that I recommended that the next line would literally be for the alto is it's only got one note, which is half hold, which is the A, that high A. But while I've got the soprano out, let me I don't think I can do that A. I don't think I know the fingering for that A. I'm 90% sure I don't know the fingering for that A. So, not knowing it, I'm going to look at what the other line is doing. The other line, the soprano line that I just played, is playing an A. What is the line below playing? The line below is playing a D. So what would be my closest D? A, D. We're skipping things. What are they playing in the bass line? They're playing a D. I could skip the note, or I could learn it. Hard to do. I'm not going to focus on that today. But if I were doing this badly, because I haven't done it, you know, I have to think. So you see, I'm way, way off with that. Let's look at the third line. It's one I haven't looked at with the soprano. So you can see my fingers are sloppy. And the only thing that is going to change something, I'm pointing this out, that these things can in fact be played all by the soprano. And if you've got somebody music for the bass line into a treble clef, then you can learn that one too. It's not that easy. The idea with the bass line is the second line. Again, all of this, except the bass line, can be played on your alto recorder. All of this can be played on a tenor recorder. So you've got lots of choice here as to which one suits you best. Back to the metronome. Let's take it up to 100. I hate making a mess of things. Approximately. Now, I really like the opening of this particular one, especially as it comes down, yeah, to our C. That one is very, very satisfying for me. So hopefully you've been getting all of that done and having success with it. The next thing is just keep working with your fingering. As you see, I struggle with it too. And that seems to be just part of going from being a sometime player to a regular player. Which piece do you like best? Which line of the piece do you like best? Choose a line, go with it. It's beautiful. I'm not going to do the third line on the alto because I haven't been practicing it that way. So that would be a disaster at this point. A decision I made in the past week since last time is that I am going to memorize this particular tune for the bass. There's another one for the bass, which I've memorized the tune. In fact, I was taking a walk last autumn with this tune going through my head, and I was like, what is this tune? And finally, after a while, I realized it was my bass, that particular tune from that particular Bransle. There are 3 things that I'm going to memorize for my bass. And there are certain things I'm going to really work on to have as permanent for my tenor. As I have said, my vision is deteriorating, and as it deteriorates, this is my solution, that I'm going to have to pick and choose. You can too. So, much success, and see you next week.